So, my dear student, on the consequences of measurement, we're going to provide the last tutorial on measurement today. And in the last lecture, we're going to discuss about some problems from your textbook. I will show you how to solve the problem. And at the end of the video, you will be provided with some sample creative questions that may help you to practice at home during this lockdown situation. So to get those practice creative questions, watch the video till end and stay with us. Hope something better will be happened, inshallah. So we'll start with example 13. Here the question is on the screen. You can see an amount of taka 7500 is spent to carpet a room of length 20 meters. If the breadth of the room is reduced by 4 meters, then an amount of taka 6000 will be spent. That means from the previous one, the total cost is reduced. And what is the total reduced? Is 7500 minus 6000. That means 1500. So this will be a very crucial point for us. Okay, let's see what's gonna happen. Look here we are given that the length of the room is 20 meter and let the breadth of the room is b meter. Therefore the area of the room, we know since this is a rectangular room, so the area must be length into breadth. Here the length is 20, breadth is b, so the total area is gonna be 20 into b, that means 20b square meter. But look what is mentioned in the question. The breadth of the room is reduced by 4 meters. Since the breadth is reduced by 4 meters, therefore the area of the room must be reduced. Okay, as the breadth of the room is reduced by 4 meters, therefore since we have the previous breadth b that are marked with white color in the screen, therefore the new reduced breadth will be b minus 4 meter. So here now we have the new reduced breadth b minus 4 meter and the length is same as it is 20 meter. Therefore the new area of the room will be, it is rectangular till now, so similarly length into new reduced breadth, right? So 20 into b minus 4, and by calculating this one we're gonna have 20b minus 82. Whatever it is, we're going to do this on the next step. Therefore the total area is reduced by, look, we have the previous area 20b and have the new area 20 into b minus 4. So as the area is reduced, therefore if we subtract the new reduced area from the previous area, we're going to find the total reduction. We're going to find the total reduction. Here we can see in the screen 20b minus 20 into b minus 4 is equals to 80 square meter. So here 80 square meter is the amount or is the value of total reduced part of what? I repeat, 80 square meter is the area of total reduced part. So this will work out in the next step. So look here, as far as I mentioned from the very starting for solving this problem, that the primary cost is 7500 and the reduced cost is 6000. Therefore the total cost is reduced by 1500 taka. Look, 1500 taka, and total reduced area is 80 square meter. Total reduced cost 1500 taka, total reduced cost 1500 taka, and total reduced area 80 square meter. That means 1500 taka is the cost for 80 square meter. I repeat, 1500 taka is the cost for 80 square meter. So let's see, as far as I get that 1500 taka is the cost for 80 square meter. So by unitary system we can find 1 taka is the spent for 80 divided by 1500 square meter, and therefore 7,500. Why we gonna go for 7,500 or 7,500? Because that is the actual cost for the room. That is the actual cost for the room to carpet. So we're gonna find 7,500 taka. So for 7,500 taka, 7,500 taka will be cost for 400 square meter. For what? 400 square meter. Look, what are you gonna given in the question? That 7,500 taka is the total cost for carpeting the room. Therefore, the total cost for 7,500, we're gonna carpet 400 square meter. That means 400 square meter is the area of the room. But in your very first step that are marked with white on the starting of the problem, that we have the area of the room is 20b square meter, but by calculating we get that the area of the room is 400 square meter. So both of them are the area of the same room. Since they are the area of the same room, they must be equal. Alright, so let's see what's gonna happen. So as far as I mentioned, that the two areas basically the same area of the room, so therefore 20b will be equalized 400. So look here, 20b is equals to 400, therefore b is equals to 20, because 400 divided by 20 is equals to 20. Therefore breadth of the room is 20 meter. Look at the question. What do we asked to find? We were asked to find the breadth of the room, and here we get the breadth of the room is 20 meter. Now go for the next problem. Look, this is problem number 26 from a textbook. The length of a book is 25 centimeter. The breadth is 18 centimeter, and the number of pages of the book is 200. Number of pages. Look, every piece of sheet consists of 2 pages. Okay, so since the thickness means the thickness of the sheet, so since every sheet consists of 2 pages, therefore for 200 pages we're gonna have 100 pieces of sheet, and the thickness of each of the sheet is 0.1 millimeter. We are asked to find the volume of the textbook. Okay, let's see. So as per as I mentioned, thickness of 2 pages is equals to thickness of 1 sheet is equals to 0.1 millimeter. And if we're going to convert it into centimeter, why are we converting into centimeter? Because look, the length and breadth are given in centimeter unit. That is why we are converting this one into centimeter. So we're going to have 0.01 centimeter. We go for the next step. Now, as you have found it, thickness of 2 pages, because every sheet consists of 2 pages, one is on the top, one is on the bottom, or one is in the front, one is behind. So thickness of 2 pages is 0.01 centimeter. Therefore, by unitary system, thickness of 1 page is equals to 0.01 divided by 2 centimeter. Therefore, thickness of 200 pages is going to be, by calculation, you're going to have the thickness of the pages is 1 centimeter. So we'll need this to find the volume. So let's see how to find the volume. So since the book is rectangular and it's a rectangular cube or cuboid, rectangular cube, this is also known as cuboid in short, and the square cube is known as only cube. Okay, so for a rectangular cube or cuboid, we know that the formula for the volume is length into breadth into height, as you can see in the main screen in golden color. So the length is 25 centimeter, breadth is 18 centimeter, and the height means the thickness is 1, and since this is volume, the unit gonna be cubic centimeter. In cubic centimeter, in short, can be written as cc. So by calculating, we get 450 cubic centimeter. Therefore, the volume of the rectangular book is 450 cubic centimeter. Okay, we're gonna solve two more problems inshallah. So let's go. So this time, this problem number 27. Here the length, breadth and depth of the pond are given is 32 meters, 20 meters, 3 meters respectively, and the pond is being made empty by a machine which can remove 0.1 cubic meters of water per sec. Now we're asked to find the required time to make the pond empty. So let's see. So since the pond is rectangular and for cuboid we know the volume of the cuboid is length into breadth into depth. Depth means the height. So you have 1920 cubic meter. This is the volume of the pond. Okay, we'll need this. So look, as we're given in the question, 0.1 cubic meter water can be removed in 1 second. So similarly, by unitary system, 1920 cubic meter water can be removed by calculation. We get, look, 1 into 1920 divided by 0.1 seconds is gonna be 19,200 seconds. 19,000, I repeat, 19,200 seconds is the total required pond for the machine to make the pond empty. Now we're gonna convert these seconds into minute and hour. So all of us, we know that 1 minute is equals to 60 seconds. So therefore we're going to convert from smaller unit to larger unit. We need to divide with the relation content or relation constant. So 19,000, 2,000 seconds divided by 60, we get the minute. So you're going to have a result 320 minutes. What? 320 minutes. But this is not the end. We'll find the time in hour. So let's go. Like the previous relation, we know that 1 hour is equals to 60 minutes. So again, to convert minute into hour, we're gonna divide the total minute divided by 60 to get hour. So dividing 320 by 60, we're gonna have 5 whole 20 by 60. Or we can say 60 into 5 means 300 minutes and another 20 minutes. That means by calculating, you're gonna have the total time 5 hours and 20 minutes. So here we get the time in all 3 units. In seconds, 90,200. In minutes, 320. And in hours, 5 hours, 20 minutes. Okay, now we'll move into the next problem, inshallah. So it's problem number 28 from your textbook. Look, a solid cube of size 50 centimeter is kept in an empty reservoir. Reservoir means that can contain water. That reservoir can be known as tank. It can be anything, whatever it is. So solid cube of size. Solid cube, here this is not mentioned whether the cube is rectangular or a square. But since nothing is mentioned, this must be a square cube. And cube of size. Size means each of the length of its size is 50 centimeter. Okay. And another thing we need to know, that if a cube is kept or if anything kept inside a reservoir, so if we gonna remove that very thing from the reservoir, the length and breadth will not be changed. I repeat, the length and breadth will not be changed. Only the depth or the height of the liquid inside the reservoir will be changed. Okay, for more detail, see what's happening next. So here we're given one side of the cube is 50 centimeter, and converting this into meter, we're gonna have 0.5 meter. We convert it into meter because all other units of the reservoir are given in meter. Therefore, the volume of the cube, we know the formula that one side whole cube is 0.5 whole cube and we got 0.125 cubic meter. This is the volume of the cube that is kept inside the reservoir. This is very crucial for us because we're gonna use it in the next step. Okay, let's see. Look, we're given the length of the reservoir 3, breadth of the reservoir 2, and height is 1 meter. And since the reservoir is a cuboid, therefore the volume of the reservoir is again length into breadth into height, that we can see in the screen. 3 into 2 into 1 cubic meter is 6 cubic meter. So look what we are said in the question: the cube will be removed from the reservoir. So since the cube will be removed from the reservoir 6 cubic meter, this is the area of the reservoir when the cube is inside the reservoir. So in 6 cubic meter we also have the volume of the cube, which is 0.125. So when you're going to remove the cube, we're going to have the reduced volume of the reservoir with liquids. Okay, it's going to be 6 minus 0.125. That means the volume of the reservoir minus the volume of the removed cube, and we're going to have the new volume 5.875 cubic meter. Now look what we are asked to find. We are asked to find the depth of the water. That means previously in the reservoir we have water and cube, but the cube is removed. Therefore inside the reservoir we have only water now. Since the cube is removed, therefore definitely the water level will be reduced because the length and breadth of the reservoir will be same as it is. So to lessen the volume, the water level must be lessened. That means the depth must be lessened or reduced. So therefore the new reduced depth of the water level inside the reservoir is d meter. Okay, therefore the reduced volume of the reservoir gonna be 3 because the length is as it is, into 2 because the breadth is as it is, and d into d because d is the new depth, new height of the water level, new depth of the water level. So by calculating we're going to have 6d cubic meter. Now look at the screen very carefully. 6d cubic meter, this is the new reduced volume of the water level inside the reservoir, but in above we found it earlier that the new volume of the reservoir of the water level inside the reservoir is 5.875 cubic meter. That means these both are indicating the same thing, the reduced volume of the water level inside the reservoir. So we must equalize them. Okay, by equalizing them, let's see what's going to happen. So accordingly 6d is equals to 5.875 from the red portion, or d is equals to 0.97997. We get this by using calculator. Okay, therefore as we found the value of d, therefore the current reduced depth of the pond or the new depth of the pond is 0.9792 meter approximately. Now if we multiply the value that we get in meter unit with 100, we get it in centimeter. So by multiplying with 100, we're gonna have a result 97.92 centimeter approximately. This is the new depth of the water level inside the reservoir now. So boys, here I leave some problem from your textbook as a practice CQ to solve at home during this lockdown situation. If you follow the previous 6 lectures carefully, I hope by the bless of Allah, definitely you can solve all the individual problems that are given in the sample creative question part. So just have believe in you, have faith in you, faith in Allah, and try your level best to solve this problem. If you have any problem, then just send an email in our official email ID. We'll try to give you feedback ASAP, inshallah. Till then, stay with us.